Guys, have we really? I mean, have you ever cheated or used cheat codes while playing a game?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, is this a agree or disagree?
No, this is just a.
Right? Are you okay over there?
Bro, you guys are hurting me.
What happened?
No, I just want to know just because it's like it seems like in modern gaming it's a lot different of cheating than it was back in the day where you'd have to enter in like codes
Extra long passwords that are 40 characters long.
Punch Out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's what you got.
But
bar on there.
I think it's Roger Rabbit that has some obnoxiously long. Well, you guys keep talking. I'm going to look it up.
I mean, yeah, the first one that comes to mind, obviously, is the Contra code.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Konami
cheating.
code.
Yeah, that
Konami
is
code.
cheating, isn't it?
You know, you're giving yourself 30 lives. The other one that I did a lot, I never really used the Game Genie. I didn't do a lot of cheating, but like Doom, there was a God code.
Oh, God Code.
God Code.
That was great.
God Code was freaking epic because that game was so hard, and then you would get to a point where it was just like brutal, and then I'd be like, I'm God coding this, and then I would just go in and destroy everybody, and it felt so good to do that.
Because, dude, when you don't have that God Code, it's like, dear God, this game's...
Oh, it was
it's fun,
so
but it's like,
brutal.
it's demons coming after you. Like, oh!
Yeah, just brutally hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
I would definitely do it in Grand Theft Auto where you do the jetpack and
Oh,
you
that
just
one was a good one.
and
Yeah,
just
Grand
fly
Theft Auto
around
had
the
a
entire
bunch.
city.
Now, I don't know if I'd even consider, though, cheating something that's built into the game.
No,
Right?
Like the Konami
Like a
code?
Konami code or...
yeah, but I mean, like if you were to regularly play the game as is and actually play it through what it's supposed to be,
I mean, but it's built in.
Were the GTA codes built in? I think they were.
I mean, I feel like you could be coded into any game,
So
right?
But wasn't it like
though, 'cause
a combination of like buttons you would press in GTA to unlock those? I
somebody
think you
had
did.
to have told you the Konami code, right? You don't just figure that on your own.
Nope.
Somebody probably opened up the script on it and then was like, "Oh, you can just."
I technically consider it more of like people that are modifying the game by downloading like, you know, wall hacks and stuff for Call of Duties.
Or like sniper hacks and all that.
Or I'd say the biggest form of cheating that doesn't feel like cheating at all, which I've done plenty of times on recent retro games where I'm emulating a retro game and I'm like, screw this. And I
Save
just go
states.
straight, save states the whole way through. And then the biggest one, do people consider this cheating, is just YouTube screen next to me, walkthrough. I'm just like this.
So that one I do a lot.
That one
I
takes
do
the
do
fun out of it,
I
man.
know, and I do it as a last resort where I'm like, all right, I can't figure this out, or like, how do you do this? Like, where do you go?
The Metroids. You have to do
Yeah,
that.
and then I will
Yeah.
just go right on Google and like,
What was the last game you did it for?
oh God, I did it for Expedition 33 last night. I'm like, how do you do this secret? I'm like,
Bro,
Fresh off the bag.
my son will come in and he's like, Dad, are you cheating again? I'm like, dude, I can't figure this out. I don't know how to do this. And then I'll like watch it. I'm like, God, thank God for Google. Like back in the day, it was like Nintendo Hotline or like Nintendo Power.
oh, the
Apply
strategy
the powers,
guides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys had strategy guides back in
But
the
there,
day.
you know, there was a lot of games where you would get to a certain point in it, and then I'd be like, I don't know what to do. Like Castlevania 2, where you had to like kneel.
You had to kneel.
You had to kneel. I'm like, how are you supposed to know you had to kneel?
You
to
wouldn't
do
know.
that. Like, how did
You
you,
wouldn't
know
know.
that? I think I got to that in that game, and then I was like, oh, I'm not going to play this game anymore. I don't know what to do here. Like, there's no way to get past.
Dude, I almost did that in Legend of Zelda.
Go on the Ben Cam.
The battery died.
I tried, Ben. I tried. I'm so sorry.
What was that scene you had to give like the
On what?
Goomba guy like a candlestick or I don't know Legend of Zelda like halfway through?
Are you talking about the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
You have to give
You had to
him
give a guy a candle.
You
I
like,
suck at that game, bro.
Yeah, I'm not describing it very well, but you had to know it was like something unexpected. And I remember like going to school and like talking to everybody, and we couldn't figure it out, and then like somebody finally figured it out, probably by reading Nintendo Power, and then we got past it.
Did you guys ever
Change of
actually
plans.
contact the counselors?
I did. Me and my brother used to call that all the time. So much to the point where I remember my dad coming in and being like, what are these charges on the phone bill? Because it was expensive. And like we were just calling all the time.
Wait, it costs money?
Yeah.
An absurd amount of money.
Like crazy amount of money. And
Like,
I remember
$4 a minute.
Are you serious, Curtis?
It's almost as
Bro, I wasn't
Miss
even
Cleo.
alive during this era. What are
So
we
I got the
talking
same
about?
talk from my dad, but literally for calling with my cousin the sex hotlines. From like that you would watch like the commercials at like 2 in the morning, and I'd be like, call this number for a good time. And my cousin were like, let's get a good time, bro.
my brother had done that too. We called on a few of those.
But anyway, when you were calling like the counselor, like what were some of the games that you had issues with that you were calling for? You
See
think?
if I can even remember.
Thanks. So you've
think it was
sucked at video
People
games
Poker,
since the beginning. You've been sucking at video games since the beginning.
Let me think. Probably maybe some Metroid stuff. Maybe Metroid.
That
How do you
makes
find
sense.
this?
Yeah,
How do you do
Metroid's hard.
that? Maybe some Zelda stuff. Trying to think what else. It's been that so long. I mean, you're like an 8-year-old kid or 9-year-old kid.
I would say any Metroidvania style game, well, it wasn't called those back then.
You call it Vania?
Metroidvania kind of came into play
they're the
around
best.
PS1,
Metroidvanias are awesome.
PlayStation, era-ish. But yeah, it's basically the mix of like Metroid style games, Castlevania style games, side-scrolling platformers that turn into exploration.
One of my favorites. But you know what was helpful more than anything was having an older brother. Like the older brother, I remember going to my bro all the time. Like, dude, I can't figure this out, you know. And then he would come in. It was like phone a friend, phone a brother, come in, help you out. He's 5 years older, so
Nice.
So was it because he had already played it, or he was just better at games?
better at games because I was,
He was
probably playing NES, right? 89, born in 81, so 8 years old.
Is this Corey?
Those games are challenging. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Corey.
he would have been, 13. Yeah, my brother. You ever meet him?
Stupid. That's an inside
but
joke.
that was helpful because are your brothers older than you? I forget.
Oh yeah, I'm the youngest.
You're the
Yep.
youngest.
Oh yeah, so I had tons of help from my brother.
Tons of help. Yeah.
Tons of help.
It's
from my
nice. It
brother.
was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
nice.
Yeah.
They walked me through it, but
I think when we get that analog in for the over here, we should play N64 007, but do the cheats with the paintball or the
can we
DK
use
mode.
Retro Fighter controllers because those.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember I was playing against Ricky in his house. I was like, dude, this thing, I can't even
It was
use this
terrible.
controller anymore.
That was probably the biggest disappointment in my life with video games.
Playing that again?
Was going back to GoldenEye after 20 years or however long it was, and just being like, "Holy crap, the control sucks."
Yeah, but you could get used to those old
I didn't.
controls.
I couldn't.
If you
well,
forced yourself.
there was deflation in the room. Every single person was like,
Yeah.
"Woo, GoldenEye night!"
Yeah,
and then we just
I
started
hear
playing.
that.
We're like 2 seconds later, we're about 5 minutes later, we all look at each other and we're like, "This sucks, doesn't it?"
Play some Halo.
I think we went to Halo.
Did you guys ever use the like the speed run hacks like in like Super Mario 64 where you do like the
No. That's huge though.
long back jump like
That's huge.
up the stairs?
Oh yeah.
I
It's
seen
called
the
LBJ.
yeah. I never did that younger.
LBJ?
When I was younger.
Yeah, see what it's called.
Oh.
No, it's BLJ is what it's called.
Oh, there you go. Speak into existence, Goonie boy.
Oh, dude. Oh, goodness. BLJ. And then there's also, I got a couple pulled up right here, bro. You could do like, some people actually did duplication on like Game Boy games for Pokemon.
What's that even mean?
Like you could duplicate your Pokemon.
Duplicate your Pokemon. Like when you already have a high Pokemon, you can duplicate them.
What do you mean a high Pokemon?
Like it's
high
at a certain level, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played Pokemon, so I don't understand.
you only get one Mewtwo. You could probably duplicate it and get 2 Mewtwoos.
That was
your deck?
cheating.
That's cheating.
How did you do it?
I don't remember how to do it.
Hold on. I
But
got-
wait, so is that how Pokemon works? It's a turn-based fighting game, and you're trying to get whoever's higher character is going to win?
Yeah, it's an RPG. You're
RPG.
literally out there like fighting,
Building your team.
Exactly. And you have to be strategic with it because you need a water Pokemon.
Who
you
was
need
like
fire.
who was like the
Need it
king
all.
of all Pokemon that you wanted in your deck?
Oh, I always wanted Charizard, but Mewtwo was my goat. Like that's who I wanted.
Was anybody technically the
Articunos,
most,
dude.
Was anybody technically the most powerful, or could become more powerful than anyone else?
it just
Mewtwo
depends.
or
Like,
Zapdos to me.
it really just depends on like the types that were fighting
Yeah,
each other.
it's true.
That was it.
Okay.
Like you could have like a level 99 Blastoise, and then it's like if you had like electric or what is it? Was it electric that was bad against water or something like that, or was it the
Yeah,
other way
so
around?
like electric
been a
wouldn't do
while.
anything to a leaf.
Did you guys ever find Missing No, the character, the glitch?
Oh, you talk? Yeah, the Dido, whatever. It's like squares, right?
It was called Missing No, and it
Yeah.
was like apparently a glitch, but that worked or something, and it was on a
Was
lot
there?
of people.
Did you find the double dragon glitch?
Oh, here we go. Here we
No,
go.
man.
That's what I thought you were doing.
No,
Did anybody ever
The
do
missing
the?
no?
Bend on wild.
Yeah, chill out over there.
Bend on wild.
You broke the camera.
Get out of here.
Actually, put it on camera 5. I think it's the same color as what it was.
For real, it's
But did anybody ever do like the infinite ammo glitch or the big head glitch on Resident Evil? PlayStation 1?
No.
Resident
Like,
Evil 4, yes, but you have to earn it. You have to beat the game.
After you beat the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can unlock Hunk. That was an actual character.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. I think that was PlayStation 1, Hunk. That was hard to do.
That was a great feeling, though, coming back to the second time playing it and just
Now-
annihilating.
Go ahead.
Yeah, oh, it was so
'cause
good.
it
With the
made me
rocket
so- yeah,
launcher.
so
That was
No.
great.
I was like, yes.
No, I know like cheating in a game within your own scenario, right? Like obviously you put in the cheats or whatever it is, or it's an exploit of the game. Now, like cheating in like a competitive atmosphere, why does it like get such a harp and a bad rap?
Because
Like
it sucks.
It
Whoever
does
does
suck.
it can go suck a fat one.
It's like autoscope. That was the worst thing.
Okay, here's my thing. If you gave it to me, I would just disable it. Why? I literally would find zero gratification in winning.
You're not good. You're
I'd be
just
like,
pretending.
I suck. I suck. I actually feel like a worse gamer. That's the one thing that I've never even been tempted to do. Yes, I'll look at walkthroughs, but in my brain, I'm like, I would find no joy in being like, I got first, but I would never want them to watch me play.
I was always wondering because like we're playing Call of Duty and you do well. I was always wondering if you ever ran into like hackers where they were
for
just
sure.
like,
There's a
Counter-Strike.
lot of Counter-Strike. There were so many.
Counter-Strike drove me nuts. When we first started playing, it wasn't a big thing.
because there weren't that many hackers.
But then
at
we'd
the
be
time.
on one of the ice levels and just the second it starts, boom, 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 and there's no one around. You're like, okay. Like, there's not even anyone here
I'm
on
not
the
gonna
other
lie,
side of the map.
The YouTube videos are hilarious. It's
For
like they're,
sure.
they're doing like 1,000 spin RPM and they're just hitting everybody in the lobby on a battle royale. That stuff's funny to me sometimes.
Yeah, I don't take joy in wanting to do that. Do I get a kick out of some of the videos? Of course.
Yeah, I get a kick out of the videos. I was just wondering because like
I have a feeling you used them.
never. I just find it because it's crazy because like somebody like that we've met like got such a bad rap in the 80s for it, and then
Billy
like
Mitchell.
yeah, Billy Mitchell got such a bad rap for it then, and now like people who do it in modern gaming, which I feel like the stakes are way higher now, right? There's way more money involved. There's sponsors and things like that. When people use those cheats, they don't get as much of a backlash as what it was back in the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like that stigma was always like right there
get
for
that.
somebody in the 80s. Like,
I
why
get
does it
that.
matter for somebody in the 80s now and it's such a bad rep?
Because everybody's doing it now.
Because everybody does it.
Everybody does
So
it.
everyone's cheaters. All those guys.
I'm not saying everybody. No,
who's
I'm just
actually
saying.
good?
I'm just saying, like when people get exposed, like on a Call of Duty game,
Yeah.
or like
Which
a
happens a lot.
CS:GO, which yeah, it does. It seems like a controversy, like almost every couple months. Like you'll see like somebody in the pro scene, and it's like they get a bad rep for like maybe 2 months, and then it's like killed.
But is it just cheating in casual? It's not in like
No,
competitive
it's
play.
competitive.
Competitive. Yeah, that's why it's.
Competitive.
They use these things called Cronus, where it's built-in software into your controller.
Cronus.
Did you design it? But it like that's a form of it, right? Where it helps basically someone cheat with like a soft aim or whatever it is, and they pretty much can just hit you at any moment.
Curtis seems to know a lot about
Yeah,
this.
Curtis is all into it.
Well, I don't do it. I'm just saying.
Not me
like,
personally, but a guy.
dude, I'm never gonna spend money to like cheat. Like people do that.
But like in person, has anybody ever been caught cheating? Like we host the
Probably.
Tetris, World Championships. Like there's probably stuff you could do to cheat in that. I'm sure.
Controller, yeah.
Put something in your
Also-
glove that vibrates so
Yeah.
it goes faster.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I have talked about this, but like teams within just esports in general have thrown games just because. Like, why doesn't that get like such a like for years on end an uproar? These people could just split from that organization and join another one,
I
and
just
it'd be like
watched
the same
a
thing.
boxing match this morning from like, I don't want to say the year
Boxing
because I'm
match.
going to be wrong for sure. I'm going to guess 50s.
Yeah.
Where there was this guy who was undefeated, like 18 fights, never been beat. And then he finally lost a fight. And when the like trainer, which was also his dad, went to like say something to like the boxer who beat him, like good job or something, he like grabbed his gloves and he's like, wait a sec, like these gloves feel really like different. And they ended up taking off the guy's gloves. And like, come to find out, the guy that had the gloves on, like they took out almost all of the padding, put plaster on his hands, and gave the guy like a drink before that opened up his air lungs to basically make him cheat. So it was like the most unreal cheating possible. And the other guy lost, which he got his first loss.
Yeah.
And he was like so devastated by it, and he ended up like killing himself. And it was like just this crazy big ordeal that like cheating cause someone to like basically like spiral out of control and like lose their life. Obviously, it's different. I'm surprised you haven't heard of that. I feel like you're a boxing.
Not that story, but the Ryan Garcia one
I heard
was the
about that
most
one, too.
recent one. You're familiar with Ryan Garcia, where he was taken. It was a very heavily contested boxing match. It was maybe like a year ago now, maybe a year and a half. Devin Haney, yeah, like they were, and it was for a championship belt and everything. And he later tested for PEDs afterwards.
What's PEDs?
Performance
Yeah, but that was
enhancing
later
drugs.
on.
Got it.
Like that was such. Like I'm telling you right now, there was such a low amount of what it was. He was testing up all the way up to that fight, and why the day of that they already kind of figure out that there was a 0.001 of this, and they were like, oh. That's
There
it.
should be 0.0000.
No, but imagine-
not
but imagine-
0.0001.
No, but you
Yeah,
never
Cronus.
know. No, but you never know on the back end.
Curtis
on
seems to be in favor of cheating.
No, but I'm saying like you never know on the back end, right? Of like who was giving him supplements or who was giving him this. Like he clearly was like vehemently denying it. And how much of a competitive edge does 0.001 of this whatever this substance?
I think what that shows is that there was residuals of something.
I
And
don't
all
know.
it takes is 0.0001 to show something got into your system that shouldn't
what was
be
Lance
there.
Armstrong's? It was steroids,
He was steroids.
and he
yeah.
got his whole titles taken away, right?
I
Completely.
believe so. Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
wild. I don't.
There's a lot of stipulation between it. It's the same thing with like
Mark McGuire, those guys.
Barry Bonds and stuff like that. It's like these guys who have clearly
Why don't they
had
do
to
that?
do some type of accolade to win.
Now, those guys, though, I am a proponent that they should be in the Hall of Fame, even though they did take
But
steroids.
they cheated.
They did.
But
But
there's
they-
a underlying layer of there's a variable that they could still be good.
But enough time has passed.
See what I'm saying? That is BS, dude. If it's one thing or another, then you have
Enough-
to be like you can't be on the fence on it.
Well, enough time has passed with those guys, and those guys still had to swing the bat to hit the ball.
Yeah.
So I give them more credit than like if you're taking steroids and you're punching somebody in the face, like that to
Yeah,
me
but
is
I'm-
like you shouldn't do that.
This guy is not even.
Shouldn't take steroids in general
No,
if you're in
I know.
sports,
I'm not
but
saying
those
there
guys,
isn't.
I don't know. There's something about the amount of time
I
that's passed.
actually think they should just be like sports. Go wild, people.
There should be a
Just be
steroid league.
Beasts of men.
I don't know.
steroid
If you,
league would
if
be
you remember
awesome.
UFC 1, where it was like Gracie
Oh, dude,
fighting
those are the best.
roid heads, dude.
That's when I watched UFC, when it'd be like a sumo wrestler fighting a karate guy that's like 100 pounds. I'm like, let's go.
That was awesome in
And
the
they'd just be
beginning.
kicking each
I
other in
used
the
to
balls
love
for 20
that.
minutes. What was it? Don Fry and that super tall, big Asian dude, and they were just punching each other in the face for like a minute and a half.
It's just-
Goosh, 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 goosh.
Dude.
A minute and a half, just not moving. I'm like, what? This is amazing.
Do you ever like catch those videos where it like hits your algorithm, where it's like the Indian guys just slapping each other, doing
Yes.
some crazy stuff? You guys ever seen that?
I have seen. I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
dude, I get hyped up. I'm like, let's go! And there's this guy that like he like jumps over and then he goes back to swinging at his
I've
chest.
seen that one.
The slap things.
Oh,
Those things
dude,
are like, I think
slap
didn't
fight.
they go under like some scrutiny? Like it's a little too like bad for your brain or something?
No,
I don't know.
no. Just keep it going. Just keep it going, dude.
Like it's bad for your neck and
Steroid your
everything.
hands.
I couldn't do it, dude.
I don't know. I think in that instance with Ryan Garcia, I'm a little bit more skeptical because it was such a low amount that it didn't make sense where it could have helped him performance wise. Like that guy got his A beat, bro.
I guess the difference is just a human versus a bat versus a ball. I don't know. There's something about those guys still had to swing and hit those balls.
I don't know, man.
I'm like,
you could hit a
whatever.
pop up and be roided out, and it could have been a home run.
I'm not enough of a sports guy to weigh in, but I don't know.
Let's get golf guys.
You're
to
in
start
favor of
doing-
roids and home runs. Roids and home runs are awesome.
In sports, I would get more entertainment out of it, so for sure.
I know you guys want. We all want to see home runs, so it's like, yeah, let's go. Everybody knew they were on
Guys,
roids
if you guys are
at the
in favor of
time,
roids,
too.
and if not, please go to Retro World Expo.
Ginormous.
Dude, Barry Bonds' head looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I mean, you saw him going into the season, like his rookie season, he's like a twig.
if you watch the progression of Barry Bonds' head, it's crazy, dude. He had a normal head, and it just blew up.
From
Yeah.
steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
he blew
Yeah.
out your back during those times. But anyway, guys, go get your tickets to Retro World Expo. It's going to be September 12th through the
go.
14th on the East Coast.